Alright, you guys, I'm getting ready. Well, I have to leave work in like 20 minutes. I'm just feeling really down today, so heads up. Today is gonna be like it's not gonna be like perky, you know, my normal. So I got this small tripod. I was supposed to put this in a haul. This is what it looks like. This is where you put your phone. I wanted to eat soft-boiled eggs, but I got caught up with the family drama and I cooked it, so now it's hard-boiled eggs. I have some tea here, and it's mixed with that the black tea, the Lipton black tea that I like to make iced teas with, and the blue butterfly plea tea. I never know how to say the name of it, but if you Google it, I think the same things will pop out. But I mix it together, and it turns like some grayish color. Look, it's kind of, I don't know, it looks kind of like gray. You can't see. So pretty. But I wanted some black tea with lemon. I just wanted something like perk me up also for my morning tea. So let's see if it's going to turn it a different color. I ate the hard-boiled eggs instead of having like a breakfast smoothie is because I read that you shouldn't be taking vitamins on an empty stomach. So I'm just gonna like start to eat food and then take my vitamins, because like stomach update is now like it's getting firmer. Like my bloatedness is no longer just bloated uncomfortableness. It's like starting to get firm. Yeah. And like say if this is your stomach, like towards the end it goes like that. And it's kind of like freaking me out, and I'm like kind of scared about it, and I am scared about it. But I was just googling like a lot of stuff and that what came up, the whole like you shouldn't have vitamins, you shouldn't consume vitamins on empty stomach, which I didn't know. So that's a part of the reason why I'm kind of like down this morning. Another reason is like I told you guys about my aunt, right? Like the one that like the friend asked me to give or something like that. A mutual friend on Facebook was my aunt, and she asked me to give money to this account or whatever. My aunt contacted me this morning, and she was just, I was just like, a part of me doesn't even want to get into it because it's gonna make me more sad, but I feel like you guys are like, I could talk to you guys, like just like my stress relief, my venting, all of that. Let me set the story correctly first. So I have two aunts that really like looked out for me growing up, right? One of them more than the other, but still they both was like good, and they both have bad relationships. My mom didn't like both of them like at all, bad relationships with the both of them. But like with me, it was like, you know, like I looked up to them as like heroes. At the time I didn't think they were my heroes, but like now as an adult, like they were like my heroes. My mom, she was not the best mom. She's like a great mom now, but like for me and like my brothers, she was like really bad. She wasn't like a good mother, right? And I know that she had sacrifices for us and all of the stuff, and my brothers were super bad, so she was like a single mom and she was struggling with like kids and stuff like that. So I understand that she made the best decision she thought was the best decision at the time. You know how like you're a female, you know, like you're a girl, you're going through the first stages of like, you know, development, and you get your first whatever. My mom didn't like help me with that situation. She kind of just like, all right, this is exactly what happened. And again, my mom is not a bad mom like now. She was just bad then. First, when I was like, I think 11, she was like, I don't want to make anyone uncomfortable, like male viewers or something. But she came up to me when I was 11, and she was like, well, why didn't you get your flow yet? And I was like, what are you talking about? What's that? And she was like, don't act dumb. Your flow. But she used the word. How come you get your flow yet? I got mine when I was 11. How come you didn't get yours? How come you didn't have yours? And I was like, I don't know. It was like so like accusing, like, and I just felt like maybe something was wrong with me. I think that was the end of the conversation. But it was like I cried because I was like, is something wrong with me? Like, am I supposed to, like, should I go to the doctor? Are we gonna go to the doctor? Like that type of situation, like that. I kid you not. That was the first conversation I had with her, and then I got it when I was 13, and I like her, my stepfather was like arguing in the room, and I was like freaking out. Like, I know what it was. I wasn't dumb, but I was just like, what do I do? Like, do I get tissue? So, and then I remember like that conversation with my mom. So I knocked on the door, and she was like, what? And I was like, can I talk to you for a minute? She's like, talk through the door. I was like, oh, never mind. So I go to the bathroom. I bundle up like tissue and stuff like that, because I was the only girl in the place. My little sister was like 6 or something like that. No, like 8. No, 9. She was like 9 or something like that. So she didn't have it. So my mom, like, in her bedroom, she had like a master bedroom. So all the stuff was in her bathroom. But I didn't know at the time. And I didn't get allowances at that time. Like, I didn't get anything. I didn't have a cell phone. And it was like YouTube and stuff like that. Like, the internet was there, but it wasn't as advanced as it is now. All right, went to the bathroom, bowled up a whole bunch of tissue, you know, stuck it there, and like my stomach was hurting. I was like crying. It was like bleh. It was like everywhere. So I was like, how do I clean it? So I'm like cleaning my underwear and stuff like that in the sink, and I'm just like, I don't know what I do. So I take a shower. Like, when is it gonna hurt? Like, when is it gonna stop hurting? Stuff like that. We had 2.5 bathrooms. All right, cool. So I guess I was in the bathroom for a long time. My brothers had to go downstairs, so they knock in. I was like, I'm in the bathroom, because, you know, I'm like crying, I'm like emotional. So I clean up and make sure that like my brothers can't tell anything in the bathroom. I remember that was like my goal, like making sure they can't tell anything, nothing at all. And I remember going out the bathroom, and like when I cry, my eyes get like super like puffy, super red, and you can tell, you know. So I remember going out the bathroom, going in my room. I was like a big, I'm still a big Frank Sinatra fan, but I remember that my brother got me this CD. It was like something mixed. It was like Frank Sinatra. It was like Billie Holiday. It was like a mix. It was like 90s. I don't know, not 90s obviously, but it was like a mixed CD. But it was like a professional done, not like he mixed it. And I remember he gave it to me, and I was just listening to that, and I was laying on the bed, and I'm like just bawling, but like crying, like tears coming down my eyes, but I'm just like, the pain, I want to go away, you know. And then I don't know, I think I went to sleep, and then when I woke up, my mom was like, Nini, what did you want? And then I was like, I got my period. And she was like really aggressive, and she started this laughing, and she went to her room and she closed the door, and I was like, okay, you know. But then she came out like 5 minutes. I'm about to cry because I was like, so she's, you guys don't even understand, that was like her. Anyway, so then she comes out the room like 5 minutes later. I'm like downstairs making something to eat or something, and when I'm coming upstairs with my peanut butter and jelly, she like throws a pad at me, and she's like, use it. She's like, there you go, or something like that. I don't know. And she didn't tell me how to put it on. She didn't tell me any of that. And now, mind you, we had like health class in school, but it was basically like they glazed over the topic, because it was like PE. Some days we have like actual gym, and some days we'll have like health education class, and that'll be like our gym class. So they like glanced over it when it came to like, you know. So I didn't know how to put it on. She didn't give me like the box where like the box showed you. She just threw one at me. So I'm like, all right, I could put 2 and 2 together. I'm supposed to put it like this, right? And like I end up like putting the tape where it wasn't supposed to go, and figuring that out later. So I had to like open the tape flap thing, because I felt the flap had to go around the underwear, and it like ripped a hole into the tape. Because like, I don't know if you see, if you know what I'm talking about, like with the wing part. Like I took all the sticky stuff off, and I'm thinking like all the sticky has to touch the sticky. So, but I forgot your underwear has to be between the 2 sticky parts. It's this. Anyway, so I ended up ripping it, and like like thinking I could fix it, and the one side came off halfway, but then ripped, and the other side just ripped. So it's ripped, and then the cotton stuff is like, you know, you can see it through the hole. So I was like, oh, it should be fine. I should just wear it. Yeah, no. And she only gave me one. At that time, she only gave me one. So, and I was like a freaking heavy flower, you know? So the pieces got like wet, and then they started to like break apart of the mold and fall down my leg and stuff. But I guess no one really noticed it until like I noticed it when I was like going to use the bathroom, and it was like all this fluffy type stuff. Yeah. Well, and then she gave me like a bag of Always and stuff like that. But she didn't have that conversation with me like, hey, this is how you put on a pad. This is how you know, make sure that like when you're in gym, if you're being extra active, make sure that like you wipe up, you know, clean yourself and stuff like that. And you know, she didn't have any of that conversation with me, but the aunt did have that conversation with me. She like really like hold my hand in the process. She let me cry with her when I was just like, it hurts. And then she was just telling me everything, like, hey, like most likely this is what's gonna happen. You're going to feel pain for a couple of days and it's gonna go away. It's not gonna always be this painful. I think this is your first time or whatever. Like she really held my hand and like walked me through the whole process of like cleaning and how often you should change it, and like why you shouldn't go swimming, even though I never did. You never should go swimming and things like that. She like explained it to me. My mom did not. So, oh, I can't believe I told you guys that story. Just so you know, like this is the type of aunt that like had asked for money through her friend, allegedly, because I don't know if that's true. Anyway, so I just finished getting off the phone with her, and she was just like, it's just so bad how like I was there for all of these people back in the day, and now that I'm like struggling and hurting, no one's there for me. And it just like broke me so much, because just that one story is just one of like countless other stories of like her looking out for me and like making sure I'm safe and making sure I have what I need and make sure I don't go hungry. Like she was that aunt, and it just like broke me so much, because it's like she did look out for me. And then I was like, and I was trying to explain to her that like I can't, like right now, like I'm dealing with my own health problems, like I can't like give any more money than I have before. And she was like, she's not asking, she told me she wasn't asking for money, she was just asking for someone to be there. And I'm just like, you live so far away, how am I supposed to be there? And then she was like, I don't know, basically like call her more, talk to her more. Financial gain is not the only way you could be there for someone. And she's totally right, because like I haven't talked to her, I haven't called her, and it didn't seem like she was trying to like guilt trip me into it, but yeah. And then I told her about the lady that like contacted me, and I showed her screenshots of our conversation, and she was like, no, she doesn't know that person. So it was a scam. And she was talking about my uncle. Yeah, she was talking about my uncle. So when the whole subliminal message thing that she posted on Facebook after, I don't know if I did a vlog about that, but like after I told you guys, sorry, my back of my neck, after I told you guys about my aunt like posting some weirdness after I said no to that lady, it was about my uncle and not like me. She said she didn't know that lady, I did a good job not giving money, and she was like, why would I ask someone to ask you or any family member for money, and I could just reach out to them myself. So it was a scam. I don't know where this video is going. So that's the type of aunt she is. So like that's why it kind of like broke my heart a little bit about the whole money situation, because it's like, you know. Anyway, I gotta get going now. Actually, I'm late. So hope you guys like this vlog, this little chit chat vibe. I'm gonna go to work, and I'm gonna try to perk myself up. I'm gonna drink down my tea, and I'll see you guys later in the next vlog.